guys, Dylan Short here with 3 Irons Horse and Calico. So today we got Sky back in here. I'm going to show you some other exercises about driving one off the stirrup and teaching it to go ahead and stop off one rein before you start riding it. Just an extra little tool you can have to keep yourself safe when you start putting those rides on a colt. So I think we did a little quick video on 3 little tips I had, but I'm going to go in a little bit more detail on this subject here and work with one that may be a little bit stiff on one side versus the other. So one thing I like to do with them is I like to be able to take the stirrup, bump it, then travel forward just like that right there. And I like to be able to take a hold of it and bend them to a stop. See how she gets a little uncomfortable here. There, bend her to a stop. Then I can drive her forward again. It's all about teaching these little things that they may not understand before you get on them, so that that first ride goes kind of smooth. I'm gonna go ahead and take a hold over here and bend her to a stop. Just like if I had to bend her to a stop with one rein and I got in a jam or she was bothered, I'd rather teach it to her right here on the ground. There, good girl. Then I would have to do it for the first time in the saddle and it become a big deal. So, because a lot of times, I'm gonna change sides here with her. A lot of times, some of these colts that are real sensitive and get kind of bothered, when you go ahead and bend them there, they may get a little tight on you and start moving that around, that hind in a lot, and not know what to do. It may scare them. So here I'm gonna stop her here. Here. I'm gonna use this stirrup. I'm gonna drive her forward. Just like that. She knows what. I'm gonna try to go ahead and bend her to a stop here. I'm pretty sure this is her bad side here. So you see here, I'm gonna hang out here and I'm gonna try to get her to just flex and stop. So I'll just keep asking her to bend. See right there, she gets a little tight. This is what I was talking about with one that doesn't know what to do, and if you go ahead and put that first ride on them and it comes down to it and you need it, well, then you can't get her stopped. And if you do get her doing this, she gets even tighter on you. You can see on this side, she's real tight. So I'm gonna wait again. Just wait here. Now if she stops and flexes just a little bit, I'll let her go. There she did. She gave to me. She stopped her feet. I'll go ahead and pet her. Give her a second here to think about that. So that's the exact reason why you'd want to do this before that first ride. Sometimes on one side, usually their worst side, they'll get a little tight about being gathered that way. Let's do it again. I'm gonna go ahead and bend her. Ask her to bend. There, she's thinking. There, she gave to me. She bent a little bit. Good, good. Pet her again. Let her think about that. So, let's just say she was having a lot of trouble with this. I'm gonna turn her around here. Actually, she's kind of having a little problem with it, but if she was just having trouble with it too much and she wasn't gonna stop moving her feet, I may sit out here first and then just ask her to bend here. You know, that's kind of the first step. You know, the other side, she was already real easy to bend on that side, because that's the side we handle horses mostly on. There. So you may have to come back a step here and just teach one to bend on that off difficult side. There we go. Before you send her off. Go ahead and do it one more time here. I'm gonna send her off. I'll try to bend her here to a stop. Another thing to look for while they're doing this, if you can, there, she bent for me, is how they step over in their hind. Let's just say I took a hold of her and she was stepping over in her hind, kind of not stepping over completely, but kind of just sliding her feet together. That's really not the ideal way you want one to gather their hind. They can kind of fall over on you in a one rein stop. They won't be balanced. Right there, she kind of did good. So that's kind of one of the things I like to do with one that makes them a little safer before that first ride. Get them flexing laterally, get them understanding the stirrup. Makes that first ride a lot easier.